Hey everybody, welcome to the tarot reading for the month of February. I'm going to be using two tarot decks here. This is Cosmic Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks. And then also be using Everyday Tarot. I kind of do a cross section between both of the decks. So this reading basically is for everybody anybody and everybody that comes across this within the month of February. I know we're 2 days into February, but it's never too late. And take what resonates and then leave what doesn't, okay? So here we go. Okay. I don't read upside down cards, so all right. Whoever's seeing this right now is a pretty powerful person because I got three major Arcanum cards right here. And you're going through a lot of transformation right now. I mean, during the month of February anyways. And you're making a lot of breakthroughs. It could be pretty tough for you, but no matter what type of breakthroughs and changes you're going through, you're going to come out of the other side of all these changes with foreseen situations. So you'll already know the new things you'll be coming into. As though, I'll give you an example. Maybe you are traveling, you lose a job, and then you have to travel to the next place to find a job, and you will already know where your next house is going to be. You'll already know what the next job is. You'll already have an idea of what the future holds. Even though losing the job and all the changes were difficult in the first place, you do have an idea of what the outcome is going to be. Things are going to turn out okay for you. But, lots of huge transformations in life can be harsh, can be painful. But this card is it's about up leveling. See that? Sometimes this card actually is of angels and then trumpets. But even if it's angels and trumpets, you usually have people kind of like resurrecting out of the ground like this. So this is the Judgment card, okay? Also, whoever's watching this video is also highly psychic. Maybe doesn't know that they have clairvoyance and clairaudient abilities. I get this Hierophant card, which is basically the Pope card. I get this a lot for people who have abilities and are not aware of it. So since this is in the past, you might be recognizing them now, especially throughout all these changes. And maybe these changes have a little bit to do with your abilities. Like, you know that they're happening, and then now it's like, okay, you're dealing with them, and it's brought about some great life changes. So this Hermit card here is in the future. You're basically going to be taking a little bit of time for yourself and retreating a little bit from society. You're going to be wanting to spend time by yourself. This is not like being forced to spend time with yourself. You're going to want this. You're going to want this respite. You're going to want to retreat, hang out by yourself, meditate, spend time reading, spend time like at the fireplace, just contemplating your life, contemplating spirituality, contemplating what spirituality means to you. Maybe you think outside the box a lot, and people just don't really agree with your ideas because maybe some of the people that you're around are, very religious, very dogmatic. They have these set in stone ideas, and the Hermit, you don't have set in stone ideas like mainstream society. You have set in stone ideas that are your unique ideas and nobody else's. And you know this, and you don't feel like you need to explain that to everybody else. But because you've had these huge breakthroughs recently and these huge changes, you're basically a new person, and now you know you need to retreat and you need to keep your energy to yourself. Also, not a teacher card, okay? This card, if you get this card usually for yourself, it kind of means sometimes that you like to hoard the spiritual knowledge to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you have been through these huge breakthroughs. You're going to need a break, okay? This is a high power card, though. You know, you're retreating to absorb and to just kind of relax in your own power. You're not necessarily trying to escape things, unless, of course, you're escaping energy vampires because you're so high powered. So, you know, February, it looks like it's a breakthrough month. You're going to have to retreat a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, sometimes I wish I could retreat as well. So, I also want to say that the part of yourself in February that you're not aware of is illusory success. So maybe this has to do with your job. Usually when I get this card, it actually does have to do with career. Even though Cups isn't specifically career oriented, it has to do with success that is not real. It seems real on the outside, but it would be like getting a new job that you just didn't like the last one, so you got a new job, but guess what? You don't actually love this job. You're just doing this job because it pays the bills, and otherwise it just drains you of everything that you know, like you really don't like this, and you think, oh, well, I'm supposed to like my job because I'm supposed to have this 9 to 5 life. Well, not really. And this is a card that indicates that the success that you have probably in the 9 to 5 arena is not real, because what does success really means to you? It should mean wholehearted success that brings happiness and is aligned with your life's purpose. If you're in a job that is not aligned with your life purpose, then what is that? That's not real success, okay? That's just, you know, appeasing society and what people think you should do. I mean, you have to take what resonates with you in this reading, okay? So usually this card for me has to do with the job, and then being in a job that you don't really like, but you think you have to do it because everybody has a 9 to 5 job doing something. All right, so 9 of Wands. It's kind of funny, this card. This is your tendencies of development, aka the future card. And this guy here for the Wands card is kind of this man with this attitude of win or die. It's an extreme attitude. Like, if I can't get my way, I'm dying. Or sort of someone who's kind of bent on martyrdom. If I don't win, I am out of here. I'm leaving. It's a fire card. You can see the lion here has a lot to do with bravery. I don't really know exactly how this card looks with other decks. And sometimes I actually get this card mixed up with the Prince of Wands. But I would say that this is more extreme than the Prince of Wands because, like I said, it's a win or die. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. Yeah, so February might be an all or nothing month to you. Like, it's a month of extremes. If you don't get what you want or what you're aiming for, you're going to feel like dying. Like, it's all or nothing. So even though I'm getting this card, like I said, it's extreme. It's very polarizing. I would suggest to kind of loosen up and allow yourself to work with the natural energies and flows rather than being so extreme in this all or nothing attitude. But this is what I'm getting for those who are watching this video. All right. So I'm going to draw from this deck now. So and we'll kind of see the corresponding cards here. I really like this deck. As you can see, it's kind of tiny. It's easy to shuffle. So some of my friends really like decks like this because they are so much easier to shuffle. And I'll get you the box here. See, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool little box. All right. Once again, February 2020. Okay. So can you see those? Okay, yeah. All right, so Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, Six of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is a really good card. I'll also pull a summary card. I do think that these cards here have a lot to do with work. They have a lot to do with work and career and success. You seem to be pretty good though, so it's nothing to worry about here. Okay. All right, Eight of Cups. All right. Okay. So I want to point out here that you have a few Pentacle cards here. We have three: Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and then the Emperor. And then these all have to do with structure and the career. So all right, so whoever's watching this is a really hard worker and very conscientious and loves to plan. They're a natural planner. And Pentacles is a money card, so they like to budget. And they like to, like I said, plan. Put certain amounts of money away every month to provide for their family and just for their own future. Very resourceful here. Now, I'm getting in the past position that they would have run their own company, or they were involved in the management of a company, the CEO of a company. So the Emperor here, it's a lot of male energy, but it's not just only male energy. It's about the business and the power being rooted in the actual 3D world. That's in the past here, though. That's in the past. So you would have left this job, you would have left this management position. You know, maybe you were laid off or something, but anyways, you're not in that position anymore because now you have to plan and budget and look towards the future and anticipate great things happening, but allocate your money in that specific way. Six of Pentacles. So wherever the future is going to take you with this new job, you're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love what you do. The Six of Pentacles is like the best Pentacle card because this means that work and pleasure are the same. They unite. You are making your money from doing something that you absolutely love. So this is the best card you can get for work because you're doing something you actually love. This is a lot different from the illusory success card that was the Seven of Cups from the last hand. So it's really interesting because this spread for February is a lot different from the last one we just had. Four of Wands. So this is something that you don't know. This is in hidden position. And this is interesting because this means that this means success and stability. Like you've earned your success, but also it means that Potentially, if you are doing the same thing over and over and over again, like this could be for your job specific, like I see this as a job card. So like when it comes to your job, whatever you're doing right now, you're good at it, or at least your skill set, you're good at it, because I see that there's some job issues, like you did own a company or you were in a management position and then now you're not, because now you're looking forward to the new best thing. So this has to do with your skill set, and you're very successful at the current skill set that you have. However, if you do the same thing over and over and over again, you will get bored. And the boredom is going to cause a collapse. You need to change things up a little bit. You need to keep things exciting for yourself, okay? So it's like, it's a good card, but only to a certain point. Like this means that you're good at what you're doing, but don't get bored doing it. That's the thing. You got to change it up. You got to make it exciting. You got to, get continuous education credits, or, whatever the field is. You need to change things a little bit. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. This means that the repetitious work that you are doing will bring about more success. So this is about continually doing the same routine over and over and over again will lead to perfection. So you're going to perfect the work that you're doing. You're already good at it, but you're going to be greater at it. So in a way, it's kind of funny. These are a little bit opposite of each other, but this one says don't keep it too monotonous, change things up a little bit, and this one is saying keep repeating it and it will lead into mastery. So whatever the skill set that you have, whoever's watching this for February, they're really good at it. They're really, really good at it, and they know how to be bored at it, and they know how to repeat it in such a way that will bring them mastery. So whoever's watching this, it's like, just keep going, okay? Don't get bored. Don't get down on yourself. Just keep going, okay? Keep going. It's going to lead to mastery. Okay, so Eight of Cups here. Eight of Cups is about releasing relationships that don't serve you anymore. So you can see here, you have this man with this walking stick, mountains behind. He's kind of walking away. It is a somber card. It has to do with there being relationships, most likely outward relationships, actual relationships with people around you, even family members. But in this case, there seems to be a lot of work here. So it could even be colleagues that you're just going to have to let go of some of these people in your life, or at least the idea of their friendships. This can also be sometimes your mental outlook on what these relationships are to you, because honestly, they've been disappointing. They've been, whoever this card is in regards to, they've disappointed you over and over again, and you need to just move on. So it's a little bit sad, but I have to say that it's kind of, even though this is a summary card, which is really interesting, that's why I have it over here, it doesn't really go with all these, because these are all work. Unless this is being, if you've been let go and you're moving on to the next thing, you have to release what doesn't serve you anymore. Release the disappointing relationships. And that would be coworkers, and I guess it could even be a job, because this is mostly job related. And pull another summary card. Maybe if this is a boss or something. Maybe this is the boss or something that you need to let go of. Typically, this is not the nicest lady. I wish I could say this lady is nice. She is not nice. She likes to use people. She is a little bit mysterious in that she masks her true intentions. She would be the boss, for example, who makes sure that she gets a really elaborate job title while at the same time not really doing anything, and including which includes having her subordinates do every single part of her job but never giving credit to any of her subordinates. That's the type of person this is. I mean, honestly, this type of person comes up a lot in the corporate world, which is really unfortunate because she's not a heart-centered person. She has a lot of air, which is a lot of thinking and planning and strategizing. And then this particular card, it has a lot to do with manipulation, manipulating others to bend to her wishes. And that can also be hidden. She can be bending people to do what she wants without them even knowing it, or doing a lot of things behind the scenes that nobody sees. So it's unfortunate. This might be maybe you have to let go. Maybe you have to let go of your relationship with this particular lady because, she's not who you thought she was. She's good at masking who she really is, okay? You don't really want to get close to her because she'll just use you. So, anyways, yeah, February, I mean, this is a lot of job related things. So it seems to be a month of letting go. This seems to be a completely separate person. This is a spiritual person here with these. So anyways, I hope some part of this resonated with you. It's a tough job for work, for February is, and then it's also about transformations because this is you. You're transforming. You're transforming, and in this case, within the transformations, you have to let go of what no longer serves you. Okay. Like I said, I hope that part of this February 2020 reading resonated, and like and subscribe, and have a great night, guys.